Okay, for this last one, you got to be really good at bookkeeping. All right, so we've got some zeros here. Now notice one of the zeros is -3, but it has a multiplicity of 2, and then we have a 0 of 1 and 5. So this will be ultimately a polynomial function that's a 4th degree. All right. All right, so let's get started. We have, call this g of x maybe this time. Equals, and again, since we have a 0 of -3, the factor will be x plus 3. And since it's a multiplicity of 2, I'm just going to write it twice. You could write it x plus 3 quantity squared, but this might be more useful expanding it this time. And then I have a 0 of +1, so that's going to be x minus 1. And a 0 of +5, so that'll be x minus 5 as a factor. All right, now this is what I would do. I would just FOIL in pairs. That's kind of, I think, how the best way to handle this. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, again, foiling in our minds here, doing a little math in our heads. X times x, that's x squared, plus 3x, that's plus 6x, and then plus 9, right? 3 times 3 is plus 9. I'm going to put that in parentheses. I'm going to actually lower this also. Give me some room for some arrows. And then foiling on the right hand side, we're going to have x squared, and then minus 5x and minus 1x. That will be minus 6x. And then a -1 times a -5 is a +5. All right, and again, I'm going to remind you, go ahead and FOIL this off to the side if you need to draw your arrows and do your foiling properly. Okay, so this is where we're going to do a bunch of bookkeeping. Got to be super careful. All right, so I'm going to draw arrows. I'm going to take my x squared times my x squared. That's x to the 4th, right? And then x squared times minus 6x. That's -6x to the 3rd. And then my x squared times my plus 5. That's plus 5x squared. Again, our x's are written in descending order. That's good. Okay, and then I'm going to do the middle term here, this 6x times x squared. That will be 6x cubed. And then my 6x times my -6x, that's -36x squared. And then my positive 6x times my positive 5, that's plus 30x. And then we got to do just one last thing. All right, we got to use that +9. So I'm going to go back up on top. +9 times x squared, that's 9x squared. +9 times -6x, that's -54x. And then +9 times +5, that's plus 45. All right, so if you're not good at bookkeeping, you can see what a nightmare this might be. I'm just going to draw a line here. All right, we're going to combine all of our like terms. So we've got an x to the 4th, and those x cubes, notice that they cancel out. That's kind of nice. And over here I've got a positive 14x squared and a -36. That's going to be a -22x squared, I believe. And then I got a positive 30x and -54x. Let's go with minus 24x. And then a plus 45. If I made a mistake, feel free to let me know. All right. So we've got g of x equaling this guy, and that's our polynomial function. All right, good luck with your homework.